Right, so welcome everyone to the first episode of my series, a little something I like to call The Joy of MS Painting. I am your host, Rice Bob, and throughout the next 13 weeks, you and I will be going for a magical adventure through the art of painting with Microsoft Paint. Now, today, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. We'll just be making a simple forest, maybe add a few squirrels and a bear. So, what you'll want to do first is sort of make a sort of simple bottom lining. For this, you'll want one of these brushes, a nice big one, and make the size small. And you'll want a nice brown texture just for the underlying bits. You know, you just gotta beat the heaven out of it, and you can do it because it's really not so hard once you sort of learn how to do it. And that's what my series will be showing you, how to paint in MS Paint like a professional. Now, as you can see, we've got some nice lovely grass here, and we have also got some nice floorboard. Now, for this you'll want to make your own colours. You'll want to make it a bit more of a darker brown for the next bit. So, just get that all right up, and you should be able to find a colour around about here. If you move it down, there you go. Now you can copy my coordinates here, but you don't really need to, because I think that it's done just perfectly no matter how you do it. Now that we've got that, you'll want to switch to something a bit finer for the next bit, and do that. And then with your right mouse, you'll want to make some small outlines of where you want to go. Don't worry if it's a bit messy, because that's just a happy mistake. Now, you won't want anything too fancy for the trees. Maybe one of them, those Christmas trees. Yeah, add a few of those. Make sure not to make it look too, weedy, because otherwise when you colour it in, someone might be thinking that you're smoking a bit of that pot. So, you'll want about one more flower just about here, like just, a small flower, and another flower over here. Now that we've done that, it's time to make the third and final tree, make it nice and tall, right? So you want a nice tall tree, make it a bit messy up top, because nature isn't perfect. Now, once you've got that, you want to get your dark brown and switch to your brush again, and just really go at it. Beat the heaven out of that brush, and you'll want to get it nice and good. You can delete it if you really need to, because we all make mistakes. That's one of the best parts about growing up. It's just happy mistakes. Now, you'll want to go over here and also change that up a bit. Maybe add some black spots here. And now once you paint over it, add a bit more, and there you go. Maybe you can add like some eyes to it. There we go. There's a little critter living in there. Perfect. Now you'll want to do the last tree like so, and you can pick the colors for the flowers, but I generally like to have a nice rose and maybe a dandelion. Now, for this next bit, you can make your own green, but sometimes I just like to use the palette colors if I'm in a hurry and just want to draw whatever's on my mind. So, really just go to town. Maybe switch it up a bit by putting that there so that you kind of have a choice between the colors a bit. And there you go. Maybe add a little apple into there. there you go, a little apple. And if you really want to, you can just do that. And there you go, it's a proper apple like in that game Minecraft. All my kids are raving about. Now, switch to your brush again, and you'll just really want to go to town with this here, you see? Because the beautiful thing about painting is you can have so many tries. You don't ever have to get it perfect on the first try. So, next you'll want to make that all look lovely. Absolutely lovely. Just make sure not to make it look too much like weed. Otherwise, your relatives, like I said before, might think you're smoking a bit of that marijuana. There we go. Now, there is a technique that some people use called the fill out, but I mean, really, you can use this if it's easier, but really, don't. It's not natural, it just doesn't look right. So what I tend to do is I grab that color and I grab that color, that and that, and so now just move on over here and make the brush a bit bigger, and just go to town on it. See, just go to town. Doesn't matter if you go over a few things, it'll look great either way. And there we go. See, you're already done. It's just so relaxing, Just just to relax, isn't it? And I'll be joining you every week, every month, of every day to do some more of Joy Painting. Thank you. Now you'll wanna sign off, so I definitely suggest you just go on here, maybe get one of those artistic brushes like that, and really just go to town and write whatever you want as your name. I'm obviously going to write my name, Ross Bob, because that is who I am. And, well, and thank you everybody for joining me for episode 1. Yeah, that's right, episode 1 of The Joy of MS Painting.